Welcome to your fourth and final fan-requested Friday matchup of the week. Chris Cormier, 1999. Kevin Levrone, any year. I decided to go with the 1997 Kevin Levrone, and that's why I placed Kevin first here. 97, 98, 99, so yes. And Kevin, 97, was one of my favorite versions. He was massive, yet his waistline was very small. His legs were in check. There was a few versions of him where he was quite massive, but his legs were not quite in proportion. This is maybe his best version when dealing with other opponents, not just himself. Chris Cormier, wow, look at the muscle separation on him and that tiny waistline. Duly noted, front relaxed, into the front double bi. And this is a tough decision, guys. No matter what versions you use of Chris Cormier and Kevin Levrone, it's always going to be a tight decision. I like the biceps of Chris Cormier, but when I pan back, those arms look very powerful. Kevin Levrone, it's the tricep, bicep, and the forearm combination. The lats and the midsection of Chris Cormier may get him a slight edge. But guys, this is a tight decision. Definitely going to have to think about my final choice at the end of this one after I see all of the poses. Front lat spread, and wow, I just love this version of Kevin Levrone, probably rapidly becoming one of my favorites. 95, Kevin Levrone is rapidly becoming one of the not so greatest versions, really. Chris Cormier is a tough guy to beat in this pose. Very symmetrical, and those lats, so Dorian-esque. He just demands attention. And Kevin Levrone, torn pec there. Little bit of a glaring omission, but guys, don't kid yourself. This one is far away from a straightforward victory for any one of these guys. Turn to the side, and this is where your Kevin Levrone is going to get an edge. Look at the mass and thickness of his pecs and the arms, more importantly, because Chris Cormier has a massive set of pecs. Are they as big as Kevin Levrone's? Yes. But are they as big as Kevin Levrone's of 1997? I don't know. Kevin was jacked here. Look at the size of his legs. And conditioning was in. You can see some glute striations even from the side. But Cormier, good muscle separation. I'm going with Levrone, but that's more of a personal decision. This one is a tight boxing match, I'm here to tell you. Both side shots I'm going to give to Kevin Levrone because this side tricep is a Levrone pose. Chris Cormier, he has a lot of good shots, a lot of good poses, and there's nothing wrong with his side tricep, but it is without a doubt not his best. Kevin Levrone, I always liked his side tricep, and this is what I'm talking about, this version. He's massive, yet look at the tricep itself. Looks hard, grainy, and vascular. This tricep development and the muscle separation in his delts and even in the abs. This is a very good rendition. So fronts kind of go to Chris Cormier, and the sides kind of go to Kevin Levrone. Guys, this is a boxing match. I can't believe it. What a close contest. Turn around, and a little bit shocked here. Looks like the conditioning goes to Chris Cormier. Even when I look at the glutes, the non-striated glutes, but they look very conditioned nonetheless, if you know what I mean. Kevin Levrone's look a little softer. Good hamstrings for both gentlemen. When I look at the back, I'm a fan of both of these guys. I'm a huge fan of Kevin Levrone, a huge fan of Chris Cormier. But trust me, that's not gonna sway my decision in this if I like Chris Cormier a little bit better or if I do like Kevin Levrone a little bit better. I want the best man to win. And the best guy in this shot, from what I can see, is Chris Cormier. Muscle separation in the back, lower lat insertions, just fantastic. In the rear double bicep, now this is definitely, my opinion, the worst of the two back shots for Kevin Levrone. His rear lat spread is among some of the best, but the rear double bi, not quite. He loses lower lat thickness, much like a Rolly Winkler, actually. But anyway, Chris Cormier is creating a gap now. This was an awesome, close contest, and it still is, guys. It still is, but I know what pose is next. And it is this, the ab and thigh, and there is no bodybuilder out there that I can think of that can take Chris Cormier in this. There's your Sean Rays, your Lee Priests. Ab development alone, they may be beating him, but Chris Cormier's waistline is smaller than both of those guys. It's incredible. And his V-taper is just stuff of legends. And his abs themselves, hey, they're fantastic. Kevin Levrone, poor Kevin, never gets a break in this ab and thigh pose. He's always going against the best of the best. Anyway, you can or you cannot. It depends on your preference if you want to use the most muscular as a judging tool. I do sometimes, depending on how close it is. But guys, the anticipation is sapped slightly out of this one, and I'm glad because this would have been a tough one for a tiebreaker. Kevin Levrone has the arms. The pecs, like I mentioned earlier, some of the best pecs in the business on Chris Cormier. Fantastic. So either way, ladies and gentlemen, Chris Cormier pulls off the victory in this very close competition. Kevin Levrone, one of my best versions, or one of my personal favorite versions, 97, but this 1999. Chris Cormier, his best by far, and one of the best bodybuilders, period, to step foot on any bodybuilding stage. Hope you guys enjoyed this week's lineup, Fan Requested Friday. And look for my Instagram, or go follow me on Instagram and look for next week's lineup. I'll be posting it probably Wednesday. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed the lineup. And I really hope you enjoy the rest of the weekend.